Well, the meeting tonight is the first public meeting we've had about the whole comprehensive planning activity. So we've invited members of the public to give us input about their thoughts about what Longview should look like in 15 to 20 years and what's important to them.
I came because I raised my family here. They're raising their families here. I'm very interested in the growth of our city and that we have a city that our children want to come back to and raise their families.
I came tonight because I am concerned in terms of the direction of Longview as a citizen here in a city that I've come to learn to love. And it has been extremely beneficial to me in seeing some of the other views of others cross-culturally and across sections of the town, of the city, to help us have a better idea of perhaps what direction we should go.
Well, I came because I love my community and I love to be an active part of the community any way I can be.
This validates when we decide, hey, as a council, we'd like to take this step to increase our pedestrian access. We'd like to take this step to work on a certain area of town. This participation by our entire community validates the steps that we're going to take as a council.
This process is called a comprehensive plan because it really is much more broad-based than just looking at projects per se. It's looking at sort of how do we want Longview to develop in a more broad, general sense. There are a number of stations scattered around the Belcher Center tonight where people can go, make notes about what they'd like to see in different areas, stick those notes up on boards. They can rank and rate how they feel about different parts of the community. They can give verbal input to the facilitators in each one of the different breakout areas. So there's a whole range and host of opportunities for people to specifically give their input in a wide range of things.
I think that some of the greatest challenges are attracting business while at the same time making the community a nice place to look at and be in. Already there's been a lot of conversations in various ways about beautifying the place with sidewalks, walking trails, bike trails, and those kinds of things. And sometimes coordinating that with business interests doesn't always work out, and so I think the coordination of that effort is very important.
Greatest opportunity, hands down, is the Interstate 20 corridor, hands down. When you're talking 30, 40,000 people trafficking through that thoroughfare every day, I couldn't see any more better, and there was a lot of people that voiced that same sentiment.
We need a focus. When people are driving down I-20, they don't have a reason to stop. I mean, we have great restaurants, but who knows about it? And other cities that I've been to have places that they have a focus on, oh, maybe it's music, maybe it's arts or whatever, and we just don't advertise what we have enough, and we need more of that.
So far, I have learned that most of our citizens have the same things. I've participated in a lot of groups, civic groups in town, and you hear the same things come up over and over again. And that was the same things I heard tonight: sidewalks, transportation in Longview, revitalizing downtown, working on the south side, working on our entryways. It seems like no matter where you come from in Longview, you're talking about the same things and the same progress. So I think it's great we're all on the same page already.
Our greatest challenges seem to be our infrastructure and taking that out to all areas of our city instead of just concentrated pockets.
We are getting to a point where we got to make a decision whether or not we're going to continue to be a small town or a collection of small towns, and we want to actually pursue being an urban area, and I think that means pursuing urban dreams and actually thinking big.
This is really the community's plan. That's the beauty of this. It's what the community wants. It's not what I want or what the mayor or council wants. It's what the community wants.
I'm quite excited about the future of the city, and I think this is a bold move in that direction.
I am excited about the fact that, first of all, we are redeveloping parts of the city. It's great that we have the expansion to our east, to our northeast, and to our southeast. But there is a push to want to redevelop parts of the west. There's a push to want to come back downtown.
Longview has incredible momentum now. I just feel like we're moving in the right direction. Everybody's thinking about the same things, on the same page about development. I think the splash pad is an incredible asset. The Arboretum is going to be an incredible asset. Our trail system is incredible. We're really moving in the right direction of what people are excited about seeing here, and they're getting excited about it.
I'm excited to just even have the knowledge that our leaders of our community take the time out to bring in the citizens of the community to focus us toward the future. And we're not just going like by the seat of our pants, but we're actually sitting down together, designing a plan, and then, from the plan we'll have a pathway to get to where we want to be.
Well, I'm excited that we're talking about the future. That's very exciting. I know there's been conversations before, but I don't think any to this extent. And so just the ideas I've already heard in the various meetings bring a lot of hope. I think that people are talking, they're coming together, and I think some good ideas are going to be generated. So I'm just thrilled that the process is even taking place.
Well, of course, with all of this input that we gathered tonight, that's going to be a key component of what we have to sift through and analyze and kind of put in different boxes in the matrix to determine what our public thinks is important in this plan as we go forward. Plus, we have those over 1,700, almost 1,800 surveys completed, and we'll surely have over 2,000 by the end of the month. So I want people to continue to fill that out, but then we start to put all that together and start to look at what our vision is as a community, what our goals are for the community, and we start to then sink into, do a deep dive on each one of the areas that we've identified as that are important to the community. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us and a long way to go, but we're off to a great start.